Hello everyone, this is Joyce Twing. I'm making this video for faculty advisors in the business department. The purpose of the video is to do my best to give you an overview of the new program evaluations for the business department. As you already know, faculty at Linden, Castleton, and Johnson are accustomed to having 3 four-year bachelor degrees, accounting, management, and marketing. Faculty at the Randolph and Williston campuses are accustomed to having 2 four-year bachelor degrees, business technology and management, and entrepreneurship. And we are absolutely teaching out all of those degrees. However, as of this fall, as you know, we have 1 bachelor degree in business administration, 1 four-year bachelor degree in business administration with the option of 5 concentrations: accounting, entrepreneurship, general business, management, and marketing. So this is the business administration with a concentration in accounting. And there's a separate evaluation for each of the 5 concentrations. I'm not going to show you all of them because they work exactly the same way. And as you can see, this is an imaginary student creatively named Terry Cloth by the registrar's office so that I can do this without showing any information about an actual real student. So as we come down through here, the format of this is pretty much what we're familiar with. We have a new general education core requirement. It's a bit more familiar to faculty on the Castleton campus than to the rest of us, but it's fairly clearly stated here. There are 3 connections seminars. Connections 1 is either a standalone course or it's embedded in a program course, and depending on the campus, it might be embedded in different courses. But all students who have fewer than 30 transfer credits have to take the Connections 1 seminar. And then there are several breadth categories in the general education program. One of them is written expression. This one includes Connections Seminar 2. And students will be required to take either a course called Reading and Writing Across the Curriculum or a course called Technical Communications. Those 2 courses embed the Connection Seminar 2 course. Another area, breadth areas, arts and aesthetics, then digital and computer literacy, I'll talk about this in a minute, humanistic, math, science, and social science. Bachelor students are required to take at least 1 course from each of these areas, and they have to have a total of 40 credits in general education. That's the minimum. Now, if we look up here, we'll see that some of our courses in the business department actually fill general education requirements. And so our Introduction to Computer Software and Information Systems, for example, fills this digital and computer literacy category. Now, it's also a core requirement. So students can double dip that class. It fills a core requirement, it fills a general education requirement. Now, they obviously don't get more than 3 credits for the course, but it fills 2 required slots. The thing that we're not 100% clear about is how many program courses we can use to fill general education slots. Now, when we come down here to math, you'll see this says 1 course is needed, and we actually require 2 courses here. We require statistics, which I'll show you in a minute, and we also require 1 more course. Now, if you're trying to find options for your advisees, and you notice that they need, for example, an arts and aesthetics, and you don't know right off the top of your head, which none of us do, which courses fill that requirement, can go here to the course catalog and we'll select the fall term, and we'll come way down here to the bottom to course type. And when we click here, we'll see we have lots of options, but right up here we have arts and aesthetics. So if we click this, it'll give us a list of all of the classes at all the campus locations and online that fill this breadth category. If we come down through here some more, we'll see that we have got digital and tech literacy, humanistic perspectives, and you'll find all of them on here. So all you have to do is grab one and search, and it'll give you a list of classes that fall into that category. So if we come back over here, and again, we'll see that we need connections 1, connections 3, and these connections events are for Castleton students at the Castleton campus right now. The rest of us will be phasing these in as we go along. And here are other general education credits that the student has taken, and they still need 27 credits to get to the minimum of 40 credits. So one clump of the bachelor, a 4-year bachelor degree is 40 credits, minimum 40 credits in general education, spread across one class at least in each of these categories. And again, you don't have to remember that because program eval does it for you. And you come down through here, and this is our core requirements. So you'll see that we have some accounting courses, some business courses, and then we have survey of economics and statistics. So survey of economics could conceivably fill a general education social science requirement, and the statistics goes in as a math requirement. So these are both classes that fill general education requirements. And so you'll see that we have 12 courses here, so 12, 36, 37 credits here. When we come down here, we see the accounting concentration. Now again, we might see entrepreneurship, we might see general business, management, or marketing. This one just happens to be accounting. So students need to take these courses, and they need to take 2 electives. Accounting concentration has 27 credits. All of the other concentrations have 24 credits. And again, this is already stated in the core requirements. So then we come down through here and we see anything else that the student has taken. And as you know, a bachelor's degree requires a minimum of 120 credits. So we'll see up here that the student still has 72 credits. Now, as I said, the 4-year bachelor degree has 40 credits, minimum 40 credits of general education, 34, 37 credits of required program courses, 24 or 27 credits of concentration. Now, depending on how much we double dip, how much we're allowed to double dip on required courses and general education courses, students should have in the vicinity of 20 plus free electives. Many students decide to get a minor. Minors have 18 credits, so students could get a minor. A minor is not required. However, lots of students like to get a minor. It doesn't have to be in business. It can be in any minor that's offered that is accessible to them. And if not, if they don't want to do that, then those 20 plus or minus courses credits are free electives, and they can pick and choose as they wish. So that is a quick overview of the Bachelor of Science Business Administration 4-year curriculum with a concentration in accounting. Now we'll just look just quickly here. This one looks a little different, but this is the associate degree. And much of this is the same. The associate degree requires a minimum of 60 credits. You'll come down here and we'll see that the general education requirements are the same, except associate degree students need a minimum of 20 general education credits, and they can skip one of these breadth areas. They don't have to do every single one. They can skip one of them. We come down through here. Again, it says they need 7 more credits of general education. And you'll see here that we have 6 required courses, and these are, basically the 6 business courses that are required for the bachelor degree, and come down here, and then they will need to take enough electives to get to 60 total credits. So if they've got 20 there and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 20 here, so they're going to have approximately 20 credits of electives. And because associate degree students often decide to continue to the bachelor degree, it's a good idea for advisors to talk to associate degree students about a concentration and get them started on a concentration in the event that they decide to continue to a bachelor degree. Now, this last one, their +2 degree, and faculty at the Randolph and Williston campuses are more familiar with this than the rest of you. First of all, the +2 degree says students have to have at least 50 transfer credits. And in order to complete in 2 years, they should have 60 transfer credits. We've been running this program at the Randolph and Williston campus for almost 20 years. And a big percentage of the students are part-time students. They're people who, non-traditional students who have families and jobs, and they take a couple of classes a semester. But that's not true of everybody. We do have some full-time students. And students can do this online, or they can do it in person and online. The thing that makes this unique is that, again, they have to have at least 50 transfer credits, and all of those credits are applied toward the bachelor degree, regardless of what the credits are in. What we often see is that some of our associate degree students, some of the Randolph and Williston associate degree students, such as auto tech and diesel, landscape, vet tech, that don't have a bachelor degree, come in and do our +2 degree, which means they kind of, they have a concentration in vet tech or auto tech or landscape or whatever, and they add the bachelor degree in business. But that's not the case with everyone. Some people come in with a history of having been to several different colleges, trying a lot of different things, and that's why this degree is perfect for them. We don't dissect it. We bring all of their courses in, all the courses that meet the transfer policy, and apply them to this degree, to the +2 degree. And then when we come down here, they still have to get the 40 credits of general education. It is the same general education core as all bachelor students are required to do. But then when we come down here to our courses, you'll see that this is similar, but it's a little bit different than our core courses. It's very similar to our core courses, and it includes economics and statistics. And then they have to take 12 credits of accounting or business electives at the 3,000 or 4,000 level, and 1 additional math course. So the thing that makes this primarily different from the 4-year bachelor degree is that these students don't have a concentration. Many of them do have a concentration based on the transfer credits that they have, but they're not required to take a concentration or a minor, because by the time they bring in 50 or 60 credits, and some of them bring in more, and they get the 40 credits in general education and they get our required credits, they're not going to have room to do much of anything else. Now, once in a while we'll get a CCP student who has been a business major at the associate level at CCP, and they'll come in and they may want to get a concentration because they will have completed some of these courses here and some of the general education requirements. So this degree is one that you might have questions about. If you have any questions, if you have a student who is a +2, then and you're not sure, then you can always email me and ask me, because I'm very familiar with this degree. And also you might want to check all of your new advisees, because admissions didn't catch all of them. And if you have advisees, you look at their transcript, they have 50 or 60 and sometimes even more transfer credits, and they applied for the straight bachelor degree, the 4-year bachelor degree. They're going to be better served by the +2 degree. They're going to be able to complete the +2 degree quicker, so you might want to discuss that with them, and I am also happy to discuss that with them if you would like to have me do that. So again, this one takes a little bit of understanding, a little bit of practice, and I am happy to answer any questions that you might have about it. So that's kind of it, and hopefully this has been helpful. And again, I know that the SSAs are enrolling students in classes, but I also truly believe that the buck stops at the academic faculty advisor. It's our responsibility to be sure that our advisees are in the right classes that will give them a successful progression to graduation.